Thunderbirds, FireWolves, 7 p.m. Pat, I don't even know where to start. We have so many storylines heading into tonight's game. One, this is a revenge match. Thunderbirds, their only loss of the season came to the Albany FireWolves. Two, Warren Hill back in the lineup. And perhaps the biggest story is that the Thunderbirds add a championship caliber player in Shawn Evans. Huge move that nobody saw coming. Let's start there.
It really came off the board. I know that everyone kind of assumed that Halifax was looking to add maybe a piece or here to push them over the edge for this championship run, the final stretch heading into playoffs. But I don't think Shawn Evans was expected. But you got to think about it. This is a guy that has played in this organization back in Rochester. He's a multiple champion, multiple MVPs, has some familiarity with some of the guys on the floor. And I'm just excited to see what he can do to this already explosive offense.
Yeah, where does he fit in with that offense on the right-hand side? They have been extremely consistent all season long. Some might be thinking, hey, they don't need help, but anytime you can add a player like Shawn Evans, you're going to do it. So where do you see him kind of fitting in?
I think Kurt Steyer said it best. It's a no-brainer adding him in. I think he's going to be two factors. Obviously, one, a distributor, a guy that can consistently move the ball. But when you have guys like Peterson, Shanks, some younger guys on that right side, he's going to be more of a calming presence, a veteran, and it's really exciting to see what they can do because he's a guy that likes to have the ball in his stick, but he's sneaky athletic. He's going to be able to run that motion offense, and the big thing for me as well, with those righties, he's going to be sending the ball over to the lefties. Him and Cody Jamieson already have chemistry, so that east-west ball movement is going to be electric to watch.
He likes to have the ball in his stick, but he's racked up a ton of assists this season.
Yes, he has.
Let's move on. Warren Hill back in the lineup here for the Halifax Thunderbirds. Gets to regain his duties in between the pipes. Coming off of COVID, what do you expect to see from him?
Just Warren Hill being Warren Hill, making those crazy saves. He's a calming presence. And don't get me wrong, Aaron Bold was great last week, especially in that second half, really shut things down. But Hill is a guy that he's an MVP candidate. He's a goaltender of the year candidate. So anytime you can add that back to the crease. But I also think a big thing for his game that doesn't really get a lot of credit is his stick out of the crease. Any shot that goes in his stick, it's up and out, quick transition. And against a team that is like Albany that likes to play fast, I think Halifax obviously doesn't want to get into a track meet, but they're going to have to cash in some goals in transition as well.
The FireWolves do like to play fast. They brought it to the Thunderbirds early in the last game, took a 6-1 lead into half, I believe. Thunderbirds had a tough time figuring out Doug Jamieson, especially in the first half. How are they going to get to him, put the ball behind him tonight?
You know what? I don't want to say it because anytime you can get, a coaching edge with film, it's great. But I think almost if you're these two teams, you kind of throw that in the trash because both teams are completely different now. The offense on Albany, they're now an offensive team with Joe Rezzaterets and Ryan Benesh having unbelievable seasons. And then you look at Halifax, their offenses come to light with the lefties now starting to produce. So, to beat Doug Jamieson, really, you got to start early. He's a goalie that when he gains confidence, he is so hard to beat. You cannot allow Albany to dictate where the shots are coming from the outside. What they're going to want to do is make sure that those shots are coming on the run, not them being able to plant their feet and take those settled shots. So if you can get to the middle, and I think that's where you're going to be able to, really get those high danger scoring opportunities.
Second half of the season commences tonight here for the Halifax Thunderbirds. Everyone on this team echoes the same thing. We're a different team than the first time we met these Albany FireWolves. It'll be a good one tonight.